insanely heavily on your bottom lane, regardless of how good Neo and Biofrost have been. So I expect it to be the more traditional Rise.
Smack him. Peacemaker, some good old poke onto Sama. Throws it back. The hail of arrows hits really strong. Oh, flash! Neo tried to get it. Ends up falling on Sama, staying alive. The turret still even in CS thus far, so keeping his own within these trades. A little low though, slapping with the Q.
Yeah, fully stacked Conqueror though, so Aatrox wants the longer trade where he can use all of his Qs there. Bwipo got some of the healing, and his jungler is here, so use your extra summoner spell, Santorin.
Somewhat low on mana for Fake God. He did pop a pot to try and fix that somewhat. Oh, went for the flash and the belly fall onto Bwipo, but it's not enough. That's a second kill for Team Liquid.
Back right at it here. It's going to be an attempt at the cut. Biofrost lands a snare.
Teleport comes in, and the pop onto Sama. Blue getting the kill credit for that one.
Both plays were Sama and Bwipo.
Oh, man.
Tries to flash on down. Ayla gets stocked up before he can escape, so that means River.
The flash play to try and go for the counter kill, and both times they flash out of it. Here comes River, though. He corrected bottom lane, and he wants the correct top.
Yep, he hit onto Bwipo, and the knock through from River. Poppy has arrived. Fake God stays alive.
Just before the W goes off. Gets him against the wall with the Poppy stun, and then topside as well, corrects it for Fake God, so that Bwipo can't get out of control. There's the combo.
And the pressure continues. Onslaught the headshot to finish off onto Sama. In the end, River and Blue are here if they needed to assist in that moment. Instead, Blast going over. Ayla is here alone under his turret. The wave has come through. The smash through from the Poppy. River a bit knocked up and making sure to keep the turret aggro on him as well to allow the rest of them to slice through, because in the end it's still a catfish, and the Q hit from Neo. Blue gets the kill.
Jungle, they're setting up the Rift Herald. Early move, no AD carries are here.
Oh, Biofrost executes his flash. A barrel thrown through.
Smack him out of there.
God. You can hear the wind up to target Ayla and gets him out to the outskirts of the pit.
Ooh.
A blast going over.
We're back.
A little hippity hop there. Okay, so Santorin goes in, gets the slash around with his ultimate. Challenge initiated, and he's chunked, and so is the Catfish. Many members of Dignitas cleaning it up right now and pushing everybody else back from Team Liquid to have fallen. You saw what Fake God is able to do in those fights using the zoning.
Whoa!
River goes over the wall. Bjergsen, wow, that's a lot of blast.
Bjergsen had flash, but because River comes out of the fog of war, flashes over right into the wall. It is
getting that Drake that they've been setting up for some time.
And you need to stay ahead of it. Junglers looking towards topside here. It is a Rift Herald in the hands of Santorin, so he can pop it, get the tower aggro on that, go with Bwipo. It's a Rise and Poppy quickly coming though. They've got to get out of there.
Realm Warp has arrived. He has the cavalry, so it's the 3v2. Rift Herald does crash through. Blue knocked up. Santorin issuing the pressing guard. Bwipo can't stay alive even after popping his own.
Still very, very controversial. But I'm definitely with it this time around. Still very, very controversial. But I'm definitely with it this time around.
Yeah, but let's check in on the game state
that they took down when they got the first Shelly.
Yep, very good job by them. Step number 1, put the vision in. Step number 2, get into that river, place your traps. Poppy starting up the dragon for themselves. The split pushing is not going to get answered. We see the recall being channeled from Bjergsen, and number 2 will go the way of Dig. Fake God is going for it.
Teleport coming directly onto the turret. Ultimate activated by Bwipo, so he has some of the speed to get out, but the Realm Warp goes directly behind him alongside a fellow teleport coming through too. He's still alive and gets the good hit onto Biofrost after he arrives, and in the end, Fake God.
And they keep up the pressure, keep pushing ahead. This power curve. Utilize Rift Herald and mid, and Bwipo on top, trying to flank.
Oop, dropping down the Herald and then zoning on the rest. Santorin gets knocked up, and Bwipo once again activated. The pushback from Santorin goes to target Blue right now, who has that swifty ability to exit on his own right, but Bwipo's still in pursuit. Hits him with a Q. Ayla's here, goes under and pops right back up. Chaos Storm directly onto Biofrost. That's too much damage for him to take. Dignitas fall, lose 3 in the skirmish.
By the Rise Roam to build up that lead from Caitlyn. They just run right through Dig in that fight.
I gotta watch that replay and how Neo ended up being used, though.
Okay.
Dignitas do look like they want to contest this. Ace in the hole. Doesn't really do much to Ayla, who is willing to chunk that. 2 hit out by the Poppy with the hammer coming on down. So Team Liquid, they make sure to back off for just some time being, but River's already on the outskirts with a Fake God. Santorin locked up here. A good stun up onto the Battle Mage of Blue, and no more
Then you saw the Tom Kench devours, Bjergsen over the wall, spits him back over the wall, and is back in range
to push down bot and get into it time and time again with Fake God. But there is a Poppy on the opposite end. River throwing down the ultimate to make sure you get out too. The final spark to try and layer up, and Santorin now wanting to escape to the rest of the team. Whippo has come through, World Ender activated, but Fake God is here as well and still has the explosive cast if necessary. But the root is onto Blue, which means he pops next. Santorin finds his target onto the tanky Gragas. Flash forwards from Dignitas to try and issue a bit of an escape right now.
They get the Devour off, so he's not left alone, which is critical because he just had the flash from Blue. So the attempt from Dig to Dragon focus, and that is Hullbreaker Aatrox, constant bottom lane pressure, allowing for full vision control around Baron from Team Liquid.
He's breaking the hull.
And he has completely destroyed the hull. Teleport from Whippo to join with the rest of the team after pushing the wave on bottom.
And Whippo, he's going for it. Flashes forward, World Ender, Biofrost flashes away. The knock through from River to pin him against the wall, and the final spark to follow up. But meanwhile, on the opposite side, the Chaos Storm did drop.
Tom Kench bringing somebody, but it is now Dignitas, 5v4, teleport coming in.
And Fake God already getting marked down to 50% HP. River is on the opposite side. Root onto Santorin gives a slight delay, but Bjergsen continuing to trunk down here, and even some of those hits from Hansama dealing some nice damage. The stun up and the follow-up from Biofrost. Blue gets popped in the process, and even right now, Santorin is the next target of River, but even this tanky boy can only do so much without the follow-up from the rest of the team. Santorin coming alive once again off of the resurrection.
On to Neo.
And Fake God teleported to the mid lane to get here as quick as possible. Bjergsen wants to keep them away with a poke. Explosive cast thrown on through. You lock up Biofrost. You send him into the heat incinerator. And now Team Liquid keep their eyes on the Baron and want to make the second objective
So I
play.
could be alive sooner.
Always a plan with Whippo, I believe. I'm sure there's a lot of believers in the chat too. And because they've got that Baron buff here, the Red Bull Baron buff at that, they can take down that tier 2 in the top lane and feel pretty good about it. Even have Whippo over mid to keep ushering up that wave.
Yeah, get that Hullbreaker. Put that sucker back to you.
Girl.
Get away from the teammates. The tower is down. Baron,
Bjergsen.
engage.
Ayla, now the subject of the rest to keep Hansama in his belly. Santorin goes back in, pressing guard to push him away. Fake God ease out of this to leave River to have to flash after getting knocked up, and now Neo a little too close to the rest of the damage. They push it back onto Ayla, and now Whippo coming from the opposite side. Neo gets pop down. Blue throwing up the Realm for an attempted escape right now, and Whippo with the World Ender, he doesn't care. He said, Fake God, you want to be at your Nexus turrets? Come right at me, bro. I got you. A nice slash from Whippo here, coming strong in the top lane all game.
What a display by Whippo so far in this series. 330 CS. Hull breaking down the whole Dignitas team. Bjergsen popped at the start of that fight. It didn't matter. We're 2-1 TL.
Let's